Welcome back on a Monday. Nisha spent some time with Any Hour Services talking all things garbage disposals in this sponsored interview.
I'm with Mike from Any Hour Services, and today we are troubleshooting your garbage disposal. Hi, Mike.
Hi.
I dressed up for you. This is what I wear when we talk garbage disposals.
I feel bad because that's usually what I wear when I'm working on a garbage disposal, but it was at the cleaners
I bet
today.
you look great in bedazzle.
I think I do.
Where should we start? I know it's that time of year. Everybody's cooking. This has happened to me. It's happened to, I know, people out there too. What do you do when this just won't work?
Well, the two most common problems with a garbage disposal is one, it's jammed, meaning it won't even rotate, and two, there's no power. So we're going to walk you through how to try and troubleshoot both of those. So hopefully you don't have to call a plumber. So here's some things to get you back up and running. So number one, if it's jammed, you're usually going to turn it on and you're going to hear this buzzing noise. It's a motor that's trying to turn. It sounds like this.
Oh, I've heard that before.
Okay, so that's the motor trying to rotate, but something is in there jammed up and not letting it. So the best thing that you need to do is underneath the garbage disposal or underneath the sink.
Oh, we're going down here first, not putting your hand in?
No, you almost never want to put your hand inside the garbage disposal.
Good tip.
But on the bottom of the garbage disposal, you may find this is a garbage disposal key. And for years and years, I saw this under the sink. I had no idea what it was. But anyway, underneath in the bottom in the center of the garbage disposal, there's a hole that this key fits in. Now, if you don't have one of these, it is just an Allen head. So if you find an Allen head wrench that is the same size, it should work. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna stick this up there and we're gonna actually just rotate it back and forth to try and unjam this thing. So we put it up here and it's jammed, it's not moving. So what we wanna do is we wanna go back and forth until all of a sudden you can see it. Okay, now you can feel that it's rotating. And what that probably did is that whatever was jammed got dislodged. So we're gonna go back up to the top. And now, again, like if you wanna stick your hand in, make sure the power's off, but I don't recommend it. But we're gonna look down in there and see if we can find anything. And if you have some tongs, if you can find it and you can see it, you're gonna reach down in there and pull out whatever is stuck. Oh, how did that get in there?
Oh, there you go. Any Hour Services, little pin got stuck in there.
Right, so when we pull that out, you should be able to turn it back on, and now we hear it rotate.
That's the sound we want to hear.
Correct, so now we fixed that particular problem. Now the other thing that could be a problem is no power. So if you ever go to turn the switch on and nothing happens.
That happened too.
Right, so the two most common problems with that, the first place you want to go is actually to wherever your breaker panel is, and you're going to look for a breaker that's actually turned off, or maybe it's stuck in the middle. And what you're going to do is you're going to actually turn it off and then just turn it right back on. Now, hopefully that will restore power, so you'll come back to the garbage disposal, you'll turn the switch on, and if that works, cool. If not, there's one other place that you can look, and it's back up under the garbage disposal. So these have actually a reset button. So if something happens, this little red button on the bottom is there as a safety precaution.
Oh, I see it right there.
Right, so if you press that button, you'll kind of feel it click, and if you feel it click, like, oh, that's probably an idea that it tripped. And so now you'll come back up and turn the power back on, and if it works, you're good.
That's the hum you want to hear.
Now, if you do all of those things and it's still not working, it is possible that the garbage disposal just went out. You would have to probably call someone at that point, but again, those are the most common things, and they're things that you can do yourself.
Well, and typically it's the spoon that got in there. It's, I don't know, sometimes it's a piece of ice, and you don't know why it's making that weird sound.
Yep, piece of ice, a piece of bone, a little piece of glass, or if the kids knock something in there, it could be a little piece of plastic. There's all kinds of things that could be in there. Just, again, if something is in there rattling around, never stick your hand in there when it's running. Make sure the power's off. You could even unplug it from underneath, grab a flashlight, see what you can find, and try and pull it out with some tongs.
Mike, one time our beta fish slid right in there.
Uh-oh.
That I definitely had to use my hand for, but do not do that at home.
Was it still alive?
It was still alive.
Hey.
It's alive. I got it out. These are
it.
such great tips, and I think a lot of people are thinking, I didn't know where that reset button was. I didn't know how to get that out, turn it on, off. Any Hour Services, thank you so much, Mike.
You're welcome.
I just learned so much. Thank you again to Any Hour Services for sponsoring that interview.